So we're going to do some baked avocados. This is a really basic version that I'm doing just with a tomato sauce and cheese. You can really play around with this and add different things in, like, you know, olives, some, you know, little bits of veg or something, some tuna, up to you. Really simple. So there's absolutely nothing to this one. As you can see, I've got a few avocados there. You need a kind of fairly ripe one, not overripe, like, you know, super soft, but ripe. A little bit of onion, cheddar cheese and tomato sauce. Now, the reason I've got very few ingredients is because my tomato sauce, or like a pasta sauce you can use, I've made that one already. It's got a little bit of chili in it, garlic and herbs. If you want, you can get a can of tomatoes and just go with a straight can of tomatoes, or do what I've done, get a can of tomatoes and then put some herbs in it, or you can sprinkle some herbs on this. You can kind of play around with this as much as you want, but yeah, avocados, some form of tomato sauce, cheese, onion. So you're going to need something that can go in the oven. I've got this metal round dish, glass or ceramic. As long as it can go in the oven, that's fine. Now, get your oven on full blast, maximum heat. My oven's already on, nice preheated, hot oven. What we're going to do, and as you can see, by the way, I've cut the avocados in half, taken the stones out and laid them down there. I'm just going to get some onion on there, like that. And like I say, this is a really kind of basic version we're doing today. You can really play around with this. Think about maybe getting on in there some olives, some corn. You could even put some tuna in there in the mix. It's quite nice. Now, I'm not going to show you the amounts of everything because you're probably not going to make it as big as this. You might want to just do you know, one avocado, like 2 halves there. But all you do is you get some tomato sauce. Over it goes. Maybe like a tablespoon over each one. And you can use one of these kind of jars, you know, them kind of jars of pasta sauce if you want. I mean, I think they're disgusting, quite frankly, but you could if you want. This just takes no time. This is a no cook, by the way. I haven't cooked this. It's just a tin of tomatoes, a little bit of tomato paste, salt, pepper, garlic, oregano, and a little bit of chili. I use this to make pizza, actually. But yeah, any tomato sauce that you like. And then we're going to hit it with some cheese. I'm just using a cheddar. You could mix some cheeses up if you want. Maybe some Parmesan on there would be good. Get some fresh herbs in the mix if you like. Like I say, just really sort of versatile and easy to make. Okay, right, that's going to go in a really hot oven, maximum heat. About 10 to 12 minutes. Job done. About 10 minutes in the oven. You know what we're looking there, you know, for just the crispiness of the cheese. That is absolutely delicious. So I've just plated them up, put a little bit of chopped parsley on. Really, really simple. Like I say, add what you want to it. You know, make a basic sauce like I did, or just a can of tomatoes. Up to you. Delicious. Okay, so we're going to make an avocado pasta. Lots of people find that a bit strange, maybe, that we're going to be cooking the avocados with pasta. It's really simple. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, so for this wonderful avocado pasta, this is what we're going to use. I've got 3 avocados there. Try and use a nice ripe one. You don't want it too hard, you know. Pasta, I've got 3 cups of cooked pasta. I'm using this rigatoni, penne, spaghetti, tagliatelle, fusilli. It's up to you. 1 decent size tomato, cut small. 1 cup of onions. 2 teaspoons of oregano. Couple of teaspoons of a green pesto. Couple of teaspoons of garlic. 6 black olives. Taken the stones out, chopped them up. Wonderful. Okay, so I've got my wok here, or you're going to need a frying pan or pot or something like that. I've got some olive oil in there. The heat's on. Just put it on now, just above medium. In goes the 1 cup of onion. In goes a couple of teaspoons of chopped garlic. In go those chopped olives. I'm going to go with some black pepper, nice hefty pinch for me. Same with salt. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the dried oregano. You could of course change that to another herb. And just as this is setting up, we're going to add that 1 tomato. About 4 minutes. Give it a stir every now and then. Really simple, this one. Fabulous. Okay, a couple of teaspoons of pesto. I'm using green. You could use a red one if you want. I think they're making like a sun-dried tomato one and things like that in the store. That's just a classic green one. Then my avocados, 3 avocados. I've got them there, peeled them, taken the stones out. In it goes. Then we're going to add our cooked pasta. Mine is the rigatoni. I'm turning the heat up to high now. 3 minutes. Spinning it around in this pan. Let's try and get that avocado and the sauce in, on and around the pasta. Job done. And there you go, just done in no time. Beautiful avocado pasta. Let's move on. So this is a bit of a avocado shakshouka. We've got eggs, avocado, tomatoes, cumin, garlic, onions. Beautiful. Let's get moving. Okay, so 3 eggs, 1 cup of onion cut nice and small, 2 tomatoes. Try and use a nice ripe tomato. 1 tablespoon of garlic, 2 teaspoons of cumin powder, and here I've got some bell pepper. You can say it's about a cup, cut into kind of rings like that. We're going to start this off with some olive oil, add some salt and pepper, and of course we're going to be using some avocado, but I'm not going to cut my avocado yet. Let's cook this because it can discolor. Okay, so the heat has just been put on. We're on an above medium heat. Olive oil in there. You could use a different oil if you want. In goes that cup of onion, tablespoon of garlic. Let's throw that around for about 3 minutes. Some black pepper, salt, 2 tomatoes are going to go in, 2 teaspoons of cumin powder. Now if you want, you could add some chili powder to that or some fresh chilies if you want to kind of get it a bit spicy. But we now need to cook this for about 5 or 6 minutes. We want those tomatoes to really break down. That's beautiful. You can see they're breaking down really nicely. Okay, lower the heat to just below medium. Let's get that pepper in there. I actually prefer green in this one, not any of the other colours. I've got my avocado here now, and I've just quartered it. You can slice it if you want. Get it nice and thin. I like it kind of, you know, fairly substantial. And then 3 eggs. I've already cracked them. 1, 2, and 3. Very simply, pop a lid on that. Let it go for, well, I like my eggs fairly hard. You know, you can let it go for as long as you like, really. Probably going to be about 5 minutes. Okay, off goes the heat. Off comes the lid. There's some steam out there. Beautiful. Job done. They're quite hard, those eggs. A little bit of parsley on the top. If you want some chili or cayenne pepper or something like that, pop that on the table, dig in. All right, thanks very much for making it to this part of the video and making it to the end of the video. Really appreciate all the views that we're getting. Just a little update, we're still living in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We're cooking like crazy. We're doing really well. If you want to subscribe, that would be fantastic, helps us out a lot. Thumbs ups are great, and obviously a comment. If you've got a comment to make, I'll try and get back to you if I can. But yeah, life's pretty good. It's not so hot at the moment. It's kind of cooled down a bit. Bahrain is absolutely beautiful, and this part of the world is beautiful when it comes to winter. It's cooling down and it's lovely. See you later.